What's going on, world? This is the KayFabeyBaby NRW Ring Generals podcast. It's your boy Kuya P, and I'm here with my World Trios Championship holders, my own House of Black.
Hey.
I got my man Shawn Mongold. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How you been?
I'm good.
It's been a minute.
Good to see you. Are you the Brody King of this trios?
I'm down for it. I mean, I got the tattoos and shit. I mean, all of them got tattooed, well, except for Buddy. But yeah, sure, I'll be the Brody King.
All right. and of course, the man of fashion. So I'm kind of curious which character you're going to choose out of the House of Black. WebsterStyle. Are you Julia Hart off in the corner real quick?
No, I'm Buddy. I'm the tattooless one.
Which one are you,
Buddy.
bro?
I'll be Buddy.
All right, you're the Buddy Matthews. I guess I'll take my man Malachi Black, man.
There you go.
So great to see you, gentlemen. Always a pleasure to speak with y'all. Nerd out on some wrestling, man. It's been a minute. We missed a couple of episodes, or maybe one. I don't know. It's everything bleeds together. We're all doing 1,000,001 things. So again, it's a pleasure when we can make this happen. But let's connect. Yeah. What have y'all been up to? I know Webster's not. We've at least been doing some of the gaming stuff. So let me, before I get to Webster's, let me toss it over to you, Shawn. What have you been up to? I know planning some stuff with Maki. Got some burlesque action happening.
What's up? Yeah. This weekend we got Fantasies right here. We're like 4 tickets from selling out the show. And she got another like Waluigi. She has a birthday party coming up in May at Slash Run in DC. It's going to be like a Waluigi party, like Mario party kind of thing. It's going to get fucking really weird. So it's gonna be really interesting. But yeah, it's also like our anniversary and like her birthday month. So we have quite a bit of things planned. So it's gonna be a busy May for us. But yeah, other than that, just working out, doing other stuff, some voice acting, submitting auditions, things like that.
Congrats, brother. That's awesome. Actually, I'm gonna need to set up an appointment, a meeting with you and the lovely Maki over there. Because I've been thinking about how we're getting WrestleMania in Philly, next year.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all do the burlesque. I got, my connections and planning abilities as well. I think we need to capitalize with WrestleMania coming to Philly, being so close to us having the KayFabeyBaby show, my connections with people that I can get and that I know y'all can get as well. I think there's some kind of tie-in we could do there. So put that on your calendar, maybe. Holla at your girl, and let's see if we can't talk about something that we can all sponsor and put together and make happen.
We were definitely thinking about going next year, but we'll see. We'll see if we can work some work with pleasure kind of ordeal.
That's what I was thinking, brother.
So yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, WebsterStyle Gaming. I see you got an amazing interview with Anna Fox and more on the way. I know you've been hitting it hard, just like me. What's new with you in your world, bro?
Like you said, I dropped the interview at the time of this recording with the lovely Anna Fox. Dropped yesterday, so you can find it on YouTube and WebsterStyle.com. Planning out episode 150 of the Satori and Geek podcast by WebsterStyle. I'm trying to make it a little bit different for 150. That should be dropping within the next week. Other than that, Checkpoint, KayFabeyBaby, I'm everywhere right now.
Yes, you are. Let's go.
So Anna Fox?
Yeah. Yes. The Anna Fox, bro. The Anna Fox. Yeah.
I was like, wait, do I know? Yeah, I was like, I know an Anna Fox, but
it is the one you're thinking about too.
Yes. Whoa, okay. Wow, that's awesome. Congrats.
Exactly.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was a really fun interview.
That's awesome.
And there we go. WebsterStyle in the house. My man Shawn Mongold. You know me. You're on the NRW. Kuya P. I just, speaking of adult stars, let me keep up in WebsterStyle shoes. I just dropped an interview with Cassidy Lux. Shout out to our pal Erica Icon with the Rub PR.
Yes.
Cassidy Lux came through to talk about being new into the game. She just got into the adult industry last year. Was in school to be a pastry chef, but then she was like, you know what? This ain't what I want to do. I don't want to get up early to bake cakes and do all that kind of shit. She was already kind of like dancing, I think, like feature dancing at the time, and so evolution for her. She was already a sexual person. Lives in Miami, let's go get into the adult game, and she's having a blast. started just recently directed a piece and just killing it, and a great person. Totally recommend you talking to her as well. WebsterStyle, good people.
Definitely.
And she'll, as of this recording, will be featured dancing in NYC at Sapphire 60. Go check her out. Nice. And a bunch of her new work. So a lot of stuff coming y'all's way, man. We got some cool shit, but this is about wrestling now, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's get into wrestling. I know we've all kind of been so busy that we haven't been able to talk Rampage or Dynamite or SmackDown, Raw, everything, because just the world. But we have been keeping up with the Twitters, the IGs. We're following certain wrestlers. What is new that you've seen that has kind of intrigued y'all? I know for myself, there was like commentary about Drew McIntyre, him being upset because we all know, and from our last video that we recorded, that Vince McMahon is now back running the show and cutting the women's wrestling bits.
Matches, yeah.
You know, really upset. Becky made like some cryptic posts. What do y'all think about all that?
Man, I don't know, man. It's messy. You know, like the dirt sheet's been saying that Vince really hasn't been backstage at any of the events. It was just literally that one Raw after Mania. But I mean, that's like the hype show, man. And you kind of you drop the ball with it, and I think they knew that, and I don't know if they course corrected that, you know. But yeah, I mean, the other fear, I've read it on dirt sheets, and this is also something I was thinking was, during this acquisition of, WWE by whatever the hell the name of that company is.
I think it's
Endeavor. There it is. Yeah. Number one hero. Not really. But anyway, they acquired them, and when they acquired UFC, they made a lot of cuts, man. They got rid of a lot of shit, and a lot of companies typically do that. They try to trim the fat, as they say. On that nice piece of brisket that they just purchased, and they want to smoke up into a nice flavorful thing. So I think a lot of people are worried, like they always tell, like, I mean, even when all the layoffs were happening kind of like through the pandemic, or like right when AEW started, like everyone was reassured, oh, you're fine. And then all of a sudden it would just be like a random Wednesday. And it's like, holy shit, they cut Keith Lee. Holy shit, they let go of Alistair. Like, what? Like, these are some big names. So it's just like, like people are afraid. Like Drew McIntyre, like I said, like I said this like during our predictions for WrestleMania. I was like, man, he hasn't been a champion in a live crowd. And that affects, that affects like he probably really wanted that. And it probably, and like they gave it to Walter. And I was just, like they already built them up for so long. And it's like now they're trying to go for all these, like beating all these records and for so many titles. And it's boring. If it was one or the other, for either Roman like beating that record or Walter or Gunther, sorry, Gunther breaking the record, but for both of them, come on, dog, like that it's just boring. Like I want to see the belts be defended, and that is what AEW has been doing. Has just like literally like I said, I haven't really been watching, but I've been keeping up on Twitter, and like they've been having like title matches like every fucking show, you know what I mean? And it's just been really, really good. And the one thing I did see on Dynamite, yesterday, was the Sammy Guevara and Jungle Boy match when MJF came out. And now I guess like Sammy and MJF are like buddy, and it works so well. They're both bowing to each other, and they're like rolling in the ring together, and it's hilarious. I'm just like, wow, this is entertaining. I was like, I need to actually like focus on like this whole like breakdown of how this started, because I remember they were talking about the pillars a lot like a couple weeks ago, MJF, and even Jungle Boy getting on the mic and like being better. So it's just like, I say all this to say shit's going down. I think AEW is capitalizing on it, and I think they're going to continue to capitalize on things, like especially if they start releasing some talent, because also there's that talk of them having another show that's going to be full-time on Saturday. So, I mean, that's going to be 3 televised shows in a week, So, I mean, they could technically bring on more people or showcase the ones they don't. And then they also have ROH. So it's just, they're making like an empire. And like I said, and then the draft is coming up for WWE. And I think that's going to be the real tell. Like, I'm going to pay attention to socials and everything for the draft because I'm just not watching the product. I'm still pissed about that Raw after WrestleMania. I'm going to pay attention to Twitter and dirt sheets and see what happens with the draft and see if that invigorates something. That's going to be my kind of like testing the waters and whether or not I go back to watching the WWE product.
Okay. How about you, WebsterStyle? What do you think of what you've been seeing on the socials and dirt sheets, YouTube, or whatever?
Part of me thinks that in some respects, a lot of this is more drama for show and to get people talking. And I think some of it's a work, like especially the whole Becky Lynch thing. I'm like, I feel like that's a work in many respects, especially considering that I heard that her contract's not up until next year. So, they ain't letting her go nowhere. Like really, they're really not. The whole Drew thing, I don't know. I mean, there's so much going around, whether or not it's a medical issue, it's a contract impasse. I would say this personally, I'm tired of the drama or the perceived drama. I'm like, look, just get the wrestling. Look at people leaving. They're leaving, contract spot. They have every right to do so. I think, Shawn, you're absolutely right, though. I am looking forward to the draft to see how they shake things up. I think that it wasn't just that, okay, yeah, there are some people who deflated with the ending to WrestleMania Night 2. And especially with the storyline, but it was more so that Raw after Mania. And whether or not Vince is there in charge running stuff or not, that left not just such a sour taste in everyone's mouth, excuse me, not everyone's, in so many people's mouths, you just don't know. There's so much uncertainty. And, you hear that as well from the back. That not from the back, but from the dirt sheets, about the locker room. That one show has upended so much goodwill and confidence a lot of the wrestlers have had in the company over the past 9 months or so. That one night, and the fact that realistically Vince could come in unchecked and do whatever the hell he wants to do. Now that is a scary thought to a product that had come back and reinvigorated the fans, got us interested, gave compelling storylines that people cared about. We're not just talking about the bloodline, we're talking about across the board for the most part. There are some deviations. And even with the wrestlers knew where they stood, the wrestlers knew what was happening, how things were working out, what their stories were. They could spend more time performing than trying to adapt to things on the fly. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, I haven't done any theater in a very, very, very long time. However, if I'm doing a show and I know my lines and I've been practicing this whole week and whatnot, and then 30 minutes before I go on, I'm told by the director, no, these are your new lines. This is how it's going to go. I put this scene here, this scene there. Like, that's chaos. That would be a very difficult environment for me as a performer to work in. Yeah. And all that has to do is happen once. So now where I am weary about how things are going to go. And regardless of what they say in the official statements they come out with since about Triple H being in charge, Vince could come back and do whatever the hell he wants at any point in time, unchecked. Yeah. And that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest problem. It's like the sword of Damocles hanging over everybody's head. Vince could just come back and just drop and strike and change and blow things up just when it starts getting good again, just when Triple H rights the ship from that one instant. So, yeah, it's not an environment I want to be in, personally speaking.
That's stressful, man. It's
so
stressful.
Yep. So, I've been peeping the same and then catching up on the DVR has, been so busy. But yeah, that actually in regards to like a lot of cut segments, I'm a big fan of What Culture Wrestling. That's one of the other, big podcasts I watch to get like my dirt and everything what's going on. So shout out to What Culture Wrestling. Subscribe to those cats.
Simon Miller, what's up?
Yeah, shout out to Simon Miller, man. A lot of that happened from what from this most recent episode. I was watching that the other day, and yeah, they cut a huge part of the women's wrestling that was supposed to happen and recorded. They had even pre-recorded some segments, and that all got cut. So it's there's not a lot of happy people back there. And so with the tweet that Becky kind of did, but I'm kind of with you. I think she's also very loyal. They really are with her, but like apparently Bayley's unhappy, which we understandably, we've seen what's been going on with her, what they've done to Damage Control. There was also some stuff that happened with like the Trish Stratus thing and then the whole belts thing, because Liv and
how do you feel about that?
Belts. That's all wild, right?
Yes. Like there's no direction. Man. They didn't win that tag team match at WrestleMania. Ronda and Shayna did.
Right.
And if you were going to give the belts to Liv and Raquel, why didn't you let them win that fucking match?
Exactly.
And now it just
turmoil, man.
It's so weird. I'm like, by the real take, Ronda and Shayna should have been next because they won that match. I thought.
Exactly.
Wasn't that a number one contender, Matt? I was so confused when I saw that on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, they get matching outfits and they already get a belt. And this is exactly why Sasha and Naomi left, dog.
Women's wrestling is an afterthought, bro. Let's be real. The way they've been building and doing everything right now, it's like an afterthought.
Yeah. It's completely I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just I forgot about that until you mentioned it. I was like, oh my God, I forgot Liv and Raquel got these damn belts.
I know. Dude, and check this out. I was watching that on the DVR, and I don't know, maybe I was into the match, but right towards the end where I'm like, where I'm gonna get my finish, it's something cut, and I didn't know who won, and I had to go to like What Culture and whatever to figure out who won that match. I was so pissed. So, because I didn't see the ending with the recording that I had.
Yeah, I guess Trish, even though Trish doesn't have the belt technically, it's Lita. Trish betrayed.
Yeah, and
Becky.
Trish went heel at the end of it. It's
why does a legend go heel? Get the fuck out! Like, get out.
That's what my wife was like. What the hell? Can they just go away now?
Exactly.
Isn't that what they're supposed to do?
So whatever, a lot of craziness going on. I wanted to comment about AEW real quick. Because the last stuff I watched last night catching up was Dynamite or Rampage, one or the other. But it's interesting that because you haven't been watching it really, Shawn, and you just been kind of seeing the dirt sheets. It's been kind of weird at AEW right now as well. They just did a title change. Hobbs.
What's up with that?
The dirt sheet. Because I didn't finish the episode, but apparently Wardlow beat Hobbs,
the champion,
and they've been kind of doing a whole push there with like the Q Marshall to QTV stuff, which I think has been fun. But I don't know what the fuck they're doing now. Like you gave it to Hobbs, and now you gave it right back to Wardlow. They're doing some wash shit, and then there was a segment at the beginning that this is what I'm like, hold up, and then I saw What Culture talking about this a lot. They kind of let Darby and MJF, the Pillars, talk a little bit. But they apparently went off script a little bit, and it didn't play well. And watching it was really awkward, to be honest. Like they weren't ready to speak, and What Culture picked up on it and some other shows. So I don't know. There's a lot of
Darby or because that's the thing is like I think in a whole like the production value of AEW is still very new.
Yeah,
and I think their production team is still getting things on board and like also determining whether or not a segment should be recorded versus live.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Especially with someone like a Darby Allin or a Jungle Boy who are not good on the mic. They're learning, they're giving them opportunities, and I appreciate that they're giving opportunities. And Jungle Boy's getting better. Darby's dog shit. Like he just
it was awkward.
Speak.
They even had Sting come out too, and Sting also was kind of awkward. He was doing some throwback stuff to his old days, which was kind of cool because he was talking like old school Surfer Sting and Ric Flair, and then he did NWO. He did some really kind of cool throwbacks that we as fans know, but it's kind of awkward to be doing it at that moment,
Yeah, and like that's
right in front of MJF too. It was like,
that's like I said, that probably should have been a backstage promo and probably should have been recorded so that they can edit it and make sure shit like that doesn't happen. But like I said, especially with someone like Darby, who is not really good, with it, but like also at the same time, so like production team doesn't fuck up either. Like give them less chances to fuck up. you know, because like there's so many, like the camera works a little, like I said, the fireworks and pyro are, you know, very C tier compared to WWE and AEW. Like the angles that some of the cameras miss, and, you know, some of the flipping. Like the one thing I can't stand at WWE is that you'll get fucking 10 different angles in 2 seconds sometimes, and it makes me a little motion sick. And I'm just like, whoa, where are we? Like, I feel transported sometimes. And then vice versa. I think AEW sometimes doesn't do it enough, and they have angles on certain spots, and then you can tell it's fake. You can tell that boot didn't hit the face when you probably should have switched it over to a different angle, so you can't really see that the connection missed. Even though we know it's fake, obviously, but just to have that, like the kayfabe of, you know, switching the angle so it looks like it's still hit. You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of production backstage shit, and like just like the actual, like the routine and like the actual technical shit they got to do to actually make a live show happen. I think they're learning.
So I can see those points, but there's also, you know, when you're in front of a public crowd, you're on the mic, choosing where to do certain things, obviously, especially when people aren't all the way up to speed yet, like Darby. But it was interesting, and there's a lot of convo happening. So it's wild. We've been talking about how it's like good times to be a wrestling fan, and then it also kind of peters out and different things happen. So it's a weird state of being at the moment. So y'all, we'll catch up on wrestling so we can dive in deeper into that, because there's also this thing with Keith Lee and Adam Cole that was certain reasons why they both left WWE, and now they're being brought together at AEW. We'll dig into that, but I want to get a little bit of that bad taste out to your mouth, and we only have a little bit more time today, y'all. So we'll dive in deeper in regards to that. And I also was telling the guys, y'all need to check out this AEW All Access as well. The little bit more reality show behind what's going on at AEW, because there's some dirt that's being thrown around a little bit here and there that I'm curious your thoughts on, because like DMD is like letting it be known how she feels about
Paige or
Thunder Rosa.
Oh, Thunder Rosa. Oh.
There's a lot of stuff happening. Guevara and Ty Mello talking about how that relationship has affected her career. There's some interesting stuff. I'm really enjoying personally the All Access, but we'll dig into that some other time. I want to talk and check out something together with y'all, something that I watched briefly when I was, running around on the internet on YouTube, that I think it might be a little fun for us. So as you see from my background, there's this little thing called SubwayMania, and I kind of want us to all watch it together, check out one of their videos. Bunch of, I guess, wrestling fans taking it to another level with some cosplay and having fun on the subway. Y'all ready to check this out?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys, let's check out SubwayMania. Apparently this went down this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! SubwayMania presents...
I was say, like, this is like Sims? Oh, yeah. So, I've seen some shit like this. Okay.
Some nerd fans on the subway.
What the hell?
They got the voiceover.
Subway.
It kind of reminds me of like Best of Backyard Wrestling.
I can't believe it, ladies.
Which we're gonna do an episode on that too, because one of my good friends, as part of the NRW, was an original backyard wrestler.
We're in for a real treat. I wonder who's gonna be next.
So anyway, check this out, y'all.
Well, what the hell? Who the hell is?
Somebody's on a scooter.
The American Badass.
So the American Badass version of The Undertaker.
On the damn whatever that is, a Vespa? What is it?
I know, right?
A moped?
Surprise!
I hate him. I hate this individual.
But he's doing all the shtick though.
I know.
You gotta give him props for doing the shtick.
I love him. I love it.
And shout out, man. Here, I'm sorry. We got to add, y'all. We'll skip this ad in just a second.
I was about to say, what the hell just happened? There's another cut.
Ad is messing up our fun. All right.
The fans are going crazy.
Here we go. Wouldn't you love to be on this subway?
Oh, yes.
SubwayMania champion.
Oh, yeah.
The Undertaker.
I know we can find out who these cats are. We know enough to catch up in NYC.
Definitely. Like I said, I saw some like Twitter, not Twitter, some TikToks of people like just doing like the intro, not like this whole thing, but
yeah, they actually do it too, man.
they actually throw down?
Yeah, a little bit.
Kick, and RVD goes swarming at him.
Oh no!
Yep.
Head first into that steel pole.
I watched like I'll admit to y'all, I watched like the first 5 minutes of this, like, just to get it by. Fast forward a little bit. You know what? We need to watch this on the KayFabeyBaby.
He's gonna do it. Oh, a rolling thunder, ladies and gentlemen, a rolling thunder. I have never seen that in my entire life.
And you look, you see on the bottom corner, they even have the counter.
2.
That's hilarious.
Right? I love the production value on
Oh
this.
my God, who's that?
This is cool. They had a lot of fun doing this, you can tell.
You know?
My eyes, I don't want to look, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Who we got?
Oh, so this is like a full-on Royal Rumble. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fun.
Dudley.
Look at these
The
guys.
Dudley boy.
Subway Rumble. That's gonna be insane.
My man looks exactly like Bubba.
Right? On the Puerto Rican Dudley.
He got Tim's on, right? Let me see.
Got the Plantanos,
Real
boy.
ugly right now. Right hands. Oh, and they trampled on. They're going after.
And they actually bring out a table too, man.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hold on, wait.
Yo,
Maniacs.
can you imagine just working the Metro and some shit like this happening? You're like, what the fuck?
Head first. Devon dives head first. That's gonna leave a mark on.
Mwaza!
No, please don't tell me.
Get the
Not the tables, ladies and gentlemen. Not the tables. There's a Royal Rumble.
Man, Bubba got a fresh shape up and everything, dog. He got the fresh cut, dog.
The Rumble itself. Oh, coming in at number 4.
Oh, fucking Hardys. Let's
Oh
go.
my God, it is Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy has entered the Subway
You know what I mean?
Rumble. What the hell is going on? This
Gotta
is chaos.
love that they did this. Look at that.
Frog splash from RVD. What the hell is going on?
There's so much happening right now in this video.
RVD
And holy shit chance.
ladies and gentlemen, that is 80 feet high. Oh my God, let's take a look at this.
Can you imagine when the train stops, you don't realize what's going on, you walk in and you're like, what the hell?
Oh, I know, right?
I'm just trying to get home.
Like, they had this.
Somebody has
These
to
guys
leave.
must have, like, blocked that from going into that particular.
Had to.
It's crazy how many like wrestling fans there are in New York.
And you know they ain't getting no permit.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, you know ain't no permit.
Hell no.
This was all. I'm gonna get my whole crew. We gonna lock this particular.
I need this to happen at DC's Metro.
I'm saying.
Let's bring him out. What in the hell? That's supposed to be Baron Corbin.
He looks in phenomenal shape, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's Kevin Nash. Okay. I was like, Lone Wolf. I got it now. I couldn't hear the music. I was like,
And I think he's Filipino. That brother's got to be Filipino. He's got that the Filipino.
Yeah, gotta be.
Boot to the cranium of
Big boy.
That's a big boot. Oh wait, what's going on? No.
So that's an elimination. Kicked off the bus.
He threw him
Or kicked off the train.
That's him. It's Bret Hart.
My God, what is this big?
So can y'all see why I couldn't turn my eyes off of this? It's like I needed to see each wrestler who they're gonna have come
It's a
out.
beautiful train wreck of wrestling.
Oh,
You know what I'm
my
saying?
God.
And the costumes aren't half bad.
No, not at all.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, they're
They
good.
spent a little money.
The sharpshooter. I wonder how much of this they actually sit down and like choreograph together.
Yeah.
Or if they're just like we're just going out there and doing shit.
Yeah.
He's screaming in agony.
Hilarious.
It's amazing, bro. I gotta give them mad props.
Get the hell off of him. We get it.
Having a dope squad.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
we're just gonna hop on a train. Y'all gonna film the shit. We're gonna get a couple cats in
What is
costumes
going on? I am
and just have some
sweating
fucking fun, dude.
Look at the sound of this crowd. Who's next? Who's this? And then number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Don't tell me.
Oh my God.
Heavyweight King, Shawn Michaels.
Let's see this outfit. Let's go.
There we
That's pretty
go.
good.
Oh my God.
That's pretty damn good.
Dancing and dancing.
Bro,
Going crazy. Look at
My man.
came with it, man.
Yeah, he did.
And he
Yeah,
got
he
the
did.
moves, bro.
And he got the boots.
Subway.
Yep.
Mr. SubwayMania is here.
Hey, hit the pose. There it is.
Sexy.
I'm
Had
not
to have
your boy.
Hitman come at him.
Switch your music.
I
Switch
love
music, ladies
this.
and gentlemen, right to
You know what I'm
the
saying?
I love the Shawn Michaels outfits, man.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the Heartbreak Kid showboat. It's disgusting. A rivalry for over 20
Oh, man.
They're settling it now in the subway.
Every Bret Hart fan is probably sick to their stomach seeing that shit, dog. FTR is going to watch this and be like, fucking turn it off.
The champion. Oh, Shawn Michaels is
fuck out.
Throw all that out of there.
He threw out my man already.
Oh, snap.
Kevin Nash.
And Bubba 2. The Dudleys have been eliminated. Jeff Hardy has just eliminated the Dudley Boys. This is the most intense.
All right, let's see. We'll check out a couple more people, man. But
crazy right now, ladies
shout
and
out
gentlemen.
to these
Who knows
cats,
who's gonna
man.
come
You
out
see
next?
his
Yeah,
IG
this is
on the
awesome.
bottom or whatever it is.
I think it's
Tim
him.
Han Rivera,
Macho Man Randy
SubwayMania.
It's Macho Man Randy Savage. What an icon.
Bro.
First SubwayMania Royal.
Bro.
The Macho
How
Man.
long did it take for them to fucking orchestrate this?
Oh my God.
Like,
I've never thought, ladies and gentlemen. Never
Like,
say
I would
never
love to
here
hang
at
out with these cats,
SubwayMania.
wouldn't you, Shawn?
Oh, yeah.
dude, this seems like fun.
This would be the
What a
squad, bro.
surprise.
Yeah, this seems like fun.
Oh, and a slap.
What about you,
Oh, he's
WebsterStyle?
slapping
You can
everyone
get
on
thrown
that
down in
train,
there.
and they're all going
Oh yeah, definitely. This is awesome.
Macho
This
Man
is so
going
awesome.
up.
Oh, I'd totally join. Uh-oh. Going
Diving
up.
elbow drop from Macho Man Randy Savage.
Just
That
let
was
me know
brutal.
when. I'll be there.
This crowd is going crazy. He's hungry. My money's on Savage. Oh, God.
My money's on Savage.
You love the
Flying again
commitment.
from the top seat.
Yeah.
Diving double hand. Macho Man is going crazy.
You know they're real fans,
I've been
bro.
waiting for
They're
this
real
moment.
fans.
Turning at SubwayMania, ladies and gentlemen, and now I'm a commentator.
They got all the isms,
To a
bro.
Slim Jim
Yeah.
with a kick to the groin. That's gotta hurt. Oh, and the
Bruh.
right hand. Oh, and the Undertaker's really letting him have it. Oh, and another uppercut.
I forgot the Undertaker was in this.
Yeah, I ain't seen him in a minute.
Choke slam
He treated him like
on Jeff Hardy. How dare you?
someone stopped the
All
damn
right,
match.
we'll check out one more cat. We'll see who's
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
person to bring it on. But again, shout out to this whole SubwayMania cat. Tim Han
Who's a
Rivera.
great person? Can it be?
Definitely
Oh my
have a fun
God,
time watching
that
it. You
history
just can't take your
repeating
eyes off of this, man.
It's Hollywood Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan.
Boo.
With this guy.
Boo.
Yeah, this is a good point to end it.
Right?
Boo.
And actually, I think that's the creator of this.
He will do anything to
Oh, really?
That's the actual Tim Han Rivera
He's gonna
brother.
whoop some ass right
That
now.
put this thing
Oh, he
together.
hits the Undertaker. Oh, what's going on here?
Boo.
A DDT, ladies and gentlemen. A DDT. Wait a minute, Hogan. Savage.
Gotta
Will
see
they finally
that.
sell their
What are they
beef
gonna
here
do
on the
there?
Subway, ladies and gentlemen. Hogan is running wild. They can either squash or heel or work together, ladies and gentlemen. An iconic rivalry. What are they gonna do?
Oh,
Oh, they're gonna shake hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is so iconic. So iconic. Oh, and he goes after Kevin Nash. Oh no. Now they're both going after
All
Kevin.
right,
Oh,
so
what's
they
he doing
decided
that
to
backstage,
join-
Son of a... Hogan just eliminated Macho Man. Oh no, and the Dudleys eliminate Jeff Hardy too. Oh, what's going on?
they're
The fight has been
continuing
taken
outside of
the
the
subway, ladies
Oh,
and
no.
gentlemen. Has Shawn Michaels in a sharpshooter.
I thought you eliminated if you went outside.
Ray hit one of them. The hell is going on? A 3D.
you guys are wild.
Someone call the damn
All right, y'all.
cops.
Bruh.
We're gonna cut it from
Someone tell
there.
me. I don't even know what's happening.
Check it out.
Insane.
Yeah. Again, props. to
Hilarious.
Tim Han
Yeah, that was
Rivera.
funny. That was great. That was absolutely great.
You gotta
I-
give love to these cats, man. Loyal. That's fans right there.
Let's
So,
interview one of them.
well, I have to reach out, see if we can't even bring them on too. Maybe we can just talk some wrestling with those cats, man.
That would be
That
fun.
just seems like a bunch of cool dudes that you would definitely rock with. you know?
Yeah.
All right,
Nah,
y'all.
that seems
Let's get up
cool.
out of here. Till the next time, we'll catch up again on wrestling, y'all, so we can give you some more content, let you know our thoughts on what's going on. But before we do, Shawn, promote Fanities a little bit more and tell people how they can reach out to you.
Fantasies. Like I said, it's like a couple tickets from selling out. It's coming up this weekend. Nerdless Fest. You can follow all of our fun stuff at Nerdless Festival on all social media. You can follow me at SMongoldVO on all social medias. And yeah, you can also check out my movie Night of the Axe on Tubi. It's it's an interesting movie. Please, if you do watch it, please let me know what y'all think.
I'm
Yeah,
adding
again,
it right now.
Night of the Axe. Yeah, free on Tubi, obviously. It's only an hour long, but I'm one of the lead characters, and it was a fun time. And
Oh
it's,
yeah,
it's
I have to
wild.
give it a watch, man. We'll have to do an interview, bro. We'll
Yeah,
promote the homie, man.
let's do a watch along. A reaction. Oh man, that would be oof. That'd be rough.
All right, thank you, Shawn. WebsterStyle, what you got going on? Promote. Let them know.
Like I said, interview with Anna Fox just dropped at the time of this recording yesterday. Today, I dropped my recap of Big Lit Comic Con Nova, so that full video is up. And then subsequent interviews will be coming up over the next couple of weeks. And I also got a fragrance review coming up, and I forget which one it is. I got a lot of things that are set to drop over next week. So check us out, WebsterStyle.com, or on YouTube, WebsterStyle Magazine.
There you go. Shout out to my brother WebsterStyle, my man Shawn Mongold. Please show them all the love. Give them some follows, subscribes, do all the things. And of course, it's your boy Kuya P. You can follow me at the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, and of course here with WebsterStyle, with Shawn Mongold, the whole Checkpoint squad, my weekly squad, everybody. You're so cool with Rob Medina, everybody. Follow us at the NRW and at Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. That has been another episode of the KayFabeyBaby NRW Ring Generals podcast. We'll see y'all next time, y'all.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you. Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before. You can hide behind that commissioner stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, then you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you.
The Rock just jerked Helmsley off. There's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Oh, no, that fits right.
Boy, and I'm coming hard.